the volume of your denouncement be just as loud as the conviction of your decision to join the. If you, because when you joined, it was like secret, like you wasn't telling everybody.
Nobody. Ain't nobody.
That's it.
You were. So, if you joined in secret, can you leave in secret?
Yeah.
For sure, you can.
Can you just walk
okay.
out?
That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Can, like, how you walked in?
Now, here's what I will say.
Can you walk out?
Here's what I will say. As far as that answer,
Okay.
in theory, I would say yes. But here's the flip side of it. When you publicly become a part of an organization, to some people, the organization defines them. And so that organization is now a part of your identity. When you write a bio of who you are, you'll put your name, your school you went to, your degrees, and then whatever organizational affiliations
Or affiliations, of course.
and your Greek organization could be a part of that. So for some people, that Greek affiliation is a part of their identity. It's a part of who you are, which is another thing that I wanted to attack as far as one of these three angles. Here's the second angle. And this isn't just about Greek. This is anything. When you allow something to define you as a person, you have already allowed this thing to become your God, regardless of what it is. My dad had a conversation with me. This was 2013. This was after a semester in which I had got put out of school. And I had got put out of school because I went through a semester of just like crazy depression, flunked every class. That's a whole nother deal. But I got put out and I was an athlete. So during football season, when I'm supposed to be at school, I'm at home. So me and my dad are having a conversation. And one of the things that he says to me is, you got to be careful allowing football to be your God. Because if you do that, you will always fail. Like you will never make it and you're going to be right back here. And when he first said it, I didn't understand it. But as we continue to have these conversations and we continue to like dive deeper in it, it started to make sense of me. Because at the time, like when I was playing football, especially in college, everything that I did on the football field, to me, was a part of my worth. If I was not producing on the field, and if I wasn't of value on this field to this team, then I didn't have value as a person. And so when I was told as a coach, man, you know, we like you, but we just can't trust you right now, and I was demoted on that depth chart, because that was my whole value of a person, it crushed me. Because football was bigger to me than what it should have been. Like I didn't have my own identity at the time, and it was what I was. Essentially, it became my God, and I had to go through what I went through to get from out of that. So when you allow anything to define who you are, that thing can become your God, not just Greek, but anything. And it is easy for a lot of people to join the organization, and some of these organizations carry their own stereotypes, they carry their own personalities, carry their own stigma. So it's easy for some people to join this organization, blend into that stigma and stereotype that already comes with that organization, and then say, this is who I am.
I just want
that.
I just want to take the time, man. Zoe, that was really deep, bro. Like
really good.
That was really deep, man.
I don't think you've ever said that.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I've never went deep
into
you never broke that down. And honestly, man, I'm inspired. I want to take the time to denounce watermelon, because you know I have grown an obsession with watermelon. When I was a child, I did not like it, but I literally skipped the opportunity to go to the studio and record this podcast for this watermelon. Like that's the only reason why I came home, and I think it's unhealthy. Like,
gotta be careful, bro. Watermelon gonna be your guy, G.
Tim, you ain't worth the lint in my pocket, bro. I thought
there,
you was
like,
about to say
because
something.
honestly, I really was blessed by what Zoe was saying.
It was a blessing, I need to denounce.
I want just stop.
I need
I'm
to
gonna say
denounce
this
right now.
I'm gonna say this. this is what Zoe has said. It puts a battery in my back because I think we have spent so much time. I feel like God knew we was gonna be this way. We spend so much time trying to govern other people's lives
Yeah.
when we have so much that we need to allow Him to help us work through. And one might ask, well, Erica, what's wrong with testifying and what's wrong with letting folks know? Yeah, but we don't do it that way. We have this way of acting like every time the Lord helps us to navigate an area of our life that we've struggled in or that we are failing in or that we have some confusion around, and He brings light, we get into this weird elitist way of doing things, and it's
Mhm.
ridiculous. It's like, to what Zoe is saying, for some of you, yeah, motherhood has become a god for you. That's why when
Talk
your
about it.
kids don't do things the way you want, or they're doing something you're ashamed of, you think your entire self-worth is in the trash can. Some of you have
Yes.
idolized marriage. You aren't even married and you've idolized it, or you're in it now and now it's the most important
Most
thing.
important thing to you.
Some of you, your jobs, your everything, like that, your reputation, your everything, it's like it's become your god. And you're so busy looking at what other people are doing, and what they need to work on, and this is sin and that's wrong and this is too much, and it's just like,
And
yeah.
let me land this plane, E,
Mhm.
because what I said at the beginning, and
Mhm.
then with Alfonso's testimony and your revelation, I will say it again, that how you enter should be how you exit,
Hmm.
and how you govern yourself while you're in it
Mhm.
is a testament to your faith.
Sure.
And you should be walking by the Spirit anyway. Like, if you claim to be Christian,
Yeah.
like, you should be, walking and talking by the leading of the Holy Ghost.
Man.
Okay. And here's what God does.
Mhm.
If He tells you this is how you're going to leave a room, He won't make you walk a path without preparing it.
Yeah.
Here's what I see, and this is just me, somebody who don't know Greek life. I see a lot of people out here making public denouncements with no path, with no preparation, with no leading of the Spirit,
Right.
with nothing but the trend of saying, I know that I'm going to get 10,000 likes if I bash this organization on my way out.
And then what's next? What's
Nothing's
next after
next.
you denounce, right? So if
Nothing's
you
next.
denounce alcohol, they have something called rehab for you. They got AA meetings. You denounce what is I don't any kind of
Whatever.
You got
drug.
Whatever.
sponsors.
You have
You have
Whatever.
you have a
yeah.
whole process that's in place to restore you, and most
Right.
times you're isolated
Right.
in those positions. You're isolated, right? It's quiet. There's no cameras. There's no phones. There's no glitzer, no glamour. You're just over there reimagining your life. I feel the same way about this whole deconstruction movement.
Like them, same.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
Like,
If I may, if indeed that is you, so like if you are the person where you allow something to overtake your identity, you don't have to denounce it. You just need to reclaim your faith. Denouncing doesn't help you. Like to Lee's point,
yeah, denouncing is not the first step.
denouncing doesn't help you.
Yeah.
Because after you denounce, you're still lost.
Mhm.
Like, what do you have? You have allowed something to take over who you are. Then you denounce it, but you haven't reclaimed anything. And so now, at this point in time, you don't even know what you are anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to denounce to reclaim that. Just reclaim your faith. I did
Exactly.
not have to denounce football. I still coach football. I'm directly involved with the sport. How I use the sport is just different. it no longer defines my personality. It is now a tool that I help use to help others get to where they want to go in life. I'll share a story with y'all. 2 years ago, the team that I coached for, we won a state championship.
Yes, you did.
Best team in the state of Missouri, highest class in the state of Missouri. So the big schools, big championship. We did really good. Now we wasn't perfect that season. We lost 2 games. One of those games was against a team that I still haven't been able to beat. Hopefully I can figure it out soon. But that year, we won the chip. After we won that game, everybody was celebrating. Everybody was excited. Mind you, I have never won a state championship before in football. Ever. Not as a player. I ain't win no championship as a player in college. Like, we got far, but we ain't win no chip. So this state championship, that was the first time that I was able to accomplish like the ultimate accomplishment that you could have in your sport in this state. After we won that game, it was a cool feeling, but like there was nothing in that moment that was just like overly exciting for me. It was just a good game, good experience, and it warmed my heart to see the players in that moment embracing their families, embracing each other because they were able to accomplish something. Great.
Yes.
That moment, as joyous as that moment could have been, that moment did not carry the same weight that I have when later in that same year, 2 of the players from that team got baptized. And I went to their baptism. And when I went to that baptism, I shed real tears. Gave them a hug. Dude just got out the water, and I'm giving that dude a hug, like real talk. Like, man, come on, man. Yeah, we in this. Shoot, my wife, I went with her to get baptized for the first time. And not only time. But when she went and got baptized, real tears. Like, that was the joy for me, seeing how these people took this moment, speaking of my players right now, seeing how they took this moment of joy, and that equated to their overall journey of faith and their overall journey of just what they were going through, and then they decided to give their life to Christ. To me, that is what joy is. That's what I love to see. The football part was cool. I ain't taking away from it. Like, I'm trying to win another chip. Football part was great. But those moments, to me, that's what I love to see more than anything. Because I feel like for me in my life, I want to define myself by the lives I'm able to touch, not by the games that I win. Like, that's not it. I didn't have to denounce football for all of that to happen. You know what I had to do, E? I had to go to church, read the Bible, and pray and listen. I ain't have to make no public say,
Where your YouTube video? It didn't happen if you don't have a YouTube video.
It didn't I guess it didn't happen then. Shoot.
Yep.
Y'all ain't getting no video out of me.
You know what I think? And I feel this way. Y'all gonna have to help me because y'all in this space. I feel like y'all have a lot more experience in this space than I do. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't call wrong out. I don't understand. Somebody tell me the importance if you know. Maybe you know, I don't know. But people who have complete platforms, they say they're Christian and they calling out other Christians for the stuff they doing. They don't like this person
shots
doing
fired.
they doing it. I
Shots
don't
fired.
understand what it does because it's not like you discipling the person. It's not like you in close enough proximity to them that you're part of their discipleship journey or that you even have a phone number for them to be like, yeah, let's talk. And then he won't hear you. So now you bring in a witness. Like, it's just a bunch of people talking about what this person is ungodly, that person. And I want to know, like, for the thousands and millions of you that have these severe porn addictions, and then you get free from it. Where the denouncement video?
Yeah.
Where the video that
No, that's
say
not trending.
That's what I'm saying though, E.
Where is it?
Your
Where
commitment
is
was private. Why can't your repentance be private?
And you know why? Because that's a cool, like you say, that's a popular, cool way. Those of you men of God that are physically assaulting your wives, and then you wise up and you stop. Where is the woman beater denouncement? for those of you women who have been the leaders, the spiritual leader and head of your home and have sought to rule over your husband and your kids, and then the Lord check you. Where is your denouncement? For those of you that food has been your God for years, why don't
Watch
you
yourself.
denounce Popeyes?
You can deny. Come
Stop
on,
it!
y'all can come to me. Deny
Yes, bro.
5:45 in the morning. Let's
Denounce.
let's let's go denounce
Father, you,
together at
I
this
want the
park.
Lord getting up, waking you up out your sleep, talking to you about the food God. I want
No,
to
don't
know
wake
what he's
up.
saying to you.
Meet
I
me at
want
the
to
park.
know,
Meet
right?
me at the
Yeah.
park. We're
Because
gonna
the
Let your
those
denounce.
of you,
denouncement be action.
We're gonna
well, wait
denounce
a
at
So
the
minute,
park.
because those of you that have the awakening to come off the food, I notice that you still accept invitations and offer invitations to other food addicts. And so I wonder, that's like taking a crackhead to a crack house and
Mhm.
saying, we good, I'm just here to pick up some real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the denouncement and the subsequent action that says food was my belly was my God for years? What happened? No, we'll say that, but then we still every picture we see y'all at the God house, Waffle House, Popeyes, Maggiano's, Cheesecake Factory. Y'all love that one. And so where is the denouncement? For me, it's like this is just the safe one. It's the popular one. For those of you that got rid of all of y'all CDs and y'all secular music publicly and said it was so many demons on it.
To my G Craig. After G Craig.
Oh my
that was
God,
such a
Yeah,
Tim,
G Craig.
traumatic night.
Tim,
I remember that.
Such a traumatic night.
Tim. Can I
G
say something to
Craig.
y'all?
Yeah.
I never been so happy I was absent in all my life. Tony, my husband was there. My now husband, he wasn't my husband at the time. He went, whoo, he was hurting, buddy. Him
Mhm.
and Brunel and Danny, they got rid of all they stuff, Doc. And I said, I ain't even know nothing back then. But I'm thinking to myself, dang, y'all got rid of y'all CDs? And you still finna stand outside for 6 hours for them Jordans tomorrow morning? What's the difference? I just like in my mind, I'm like, what's the difference? I just want to know the difference. There
Yeah.
is none. There is none.
Yeah.
There is no difference. But
It's
yes, they did that. Some of them had went back and had to repurchase. Now that's hurtful.
They
Just out
did.
of
crazy.
principle,
Mhm.
just out of principle, I couldn't have went back and re-got it. I couldn't have
It's like
did
I
it.
want
I
my money
thought it.
back.
Oh my goodness.
And
I
then
mean,
one last angle that I want to attack, and then I'm done. I said I had three
Ooh, I
angles for
like the
y'all.
attacking part of it.
One last angle. The last angle is the when people talk about the physical abuse of it, the hazing and all that. Every organization, when you go to their website, every organization will say on this website that it is a non-hazing organization.
Yeah, they sure do say
Every
that.
organization at its core
Mm-hmm.
denounces hazing.
They say that.
That's
Mm-hmm.
at the core. That's
They
what it
do.
is.
Yes.
Then these organizations they go into what they call the basement. That's when you doing all this underground stuff. They go
Okay.
to the basement.
yep.
And then when
Okay.
you go to the basement, it's really about the honor and the integrity of the people who are running your process. If
Okay.
those people have honor and integrity, they do everything in their power to uphold the standards of the national letter organization. There are
Okay.
some people that don't, and then they do stupid stuff, and
Sure.
they end up getting shut down. But I want to reiterate the result though. They do stupid things
Stupid.
and they get shut down.
Sure.
Why? Because it's not allowed on a national stage. It's not something that they condone. They wouldn't shut
Okay.
you down if they were cool with it. So
Okay.
when you hear stories about people getting beat to they black and blue, yeah, you getting shut down, buddy.
Can I ask you a question
Go
since you're
ahead.
in there?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you understand the inside of it. I know that there's a level. It sounds like I don't see what I know. It sounds like there's a level of shame that comes with quitting right before the time. Quitting before the line is crossed or whatever. In your opinion, is there any advice for anyone who finds themselves in one of these rooms? Now, don't yell at me because I know we're gonna say, get out of there, don't come back. But I mean, is there any you know, a young person, they're impressionable, they're new, they got their grades up so they can do it. And then they get in there and they see, okay, there's some stuff, right? There's something happening that I don't agree with. Whether it's not you, but it's happening to a person that's on the line with you. Do you have any advice? Do you have
So
like
here's what I would say. I would say that overall, in general, there is a personal shame that comes with quitting, but that's just
mhm.
not like quitting an organ. Like so, I'll say it like this, and this is kind of where I separate myself and how I am mentally.
Okay.
We will look at a kid that's trying out. Again, I'm a football coach. I'm gonna use football as an example.
Sure,
We
sure.
will look at a kid that's trying out for a football team. This
Uh-huh.
kid is not athletic.
Uh,
All right. Not the best of athletes, not very good, probably not going to play a lot on the team.
okay.
We will look at that kid and we will say, there's no shame in quitting. And then that same kid, when they grow up and they try to join this organization and then they quit, well, shame them. But
Yeah.
when earlier on, when this kid was trying out for something and wasn't good enough to cut it, you encourage them to quit.
Mm.
I equate the physical again, if it's done right and there's no extra like hazing involved, if it's done right, your process should challenge you mentally and physically. Not
Okay.
physically to the point to where you getting beat. That ain't the challenge. Physically to like similar to like a 75 hard physical challenge.
Okay.
Physical discipline,
Okay.
challenging yourself to do something that you may either haven't done before or you have the ability to do, but you just haven't done it recently.
Or you find uncomfortable, but it's
Yeah,
not.
like it's
Okay.
uncomfortable, but it's not unhealthy. Like that
Okay.
that's the key part. It's uncomfortable, but it's not unhealthy. Right?
Okay.
Pushing yourself to that limit physically and mentally. Because it's the same way for me as an athlete. I can't just step onto this team no matter how good or bad I am, and then I'm in there. I have to push myself physically, push myself mentally just to be accepted on the team. And then if I want to call myself an elite athlete, I have to continue to push my body physically, continue to push myself mentally to continue to grow in that area. Now the thing
Help
about
me
an organized
understand. Okay, I was gonna say, can you help me understand how how this amount of rigor is necessary to be part of this
you
organization?
don't the amount of rigor does not have to be the same. I'm not
No,
saying
no, no,
that
no,
your
no. Hear me out really
process
quickly. Hear me out.
uh-huh.
I just want to finish. Like for example, Tim, he joined this music organization. So there is a certain, even as a musician, there's a certain amount, especially if you marching and you doing all this other stuff in the band, there's this amount of physicality, there's this amount of being tired, exhausted, wanting to quit while
Yeah,
you doing the thing. So it's like,
yeah.
preparing that before makes sense to me. Help me understand how this idea of physical and mental like helps with this with these particular organizations, like can you help me understand
You
it's meant to
value
build.
you value what you work for.
Okay.
You value what you work for and you value
Sure.
what you earn. And I'll
Sure.
use Tim as an example. When
Sure.
Tim got to UAPB, and
Uh-huh.
Tim, you correct me if I'm wrong. Tim, you went through a summer camp where you were learning how to march with your instrument, march in
For
tune.
sure,
No, summer
yes.
camp sounds too sweet.
No,
It's
it's
called
that I've seen it.
crab
I
camp.
have
It
witnessed it,
is
and it is
not
hell. Like
pretty at all.
it looks like
No,
absolute
for
hell.
sure.
The
But
weather,
and here's the thing, E. Tim went through that, and at any point, he could have chose to stop.
No, I couldn't have.
No. Tim.
I didn't have an option.
Tim.
Not
If
me.
you did not want to do it anymore, in
Military,
theory,
military was my other option. So I mean, why would I? Why would I stop that?
but that is the point is you could have stopped.
No, I couldn't.
Like
I barely had a way
at
back
some
home. Like,
point,
it was a wrap. It was over. with.
at some point, you have a choice to whether you're going to continue to work for something or you're going to quit. And here's the reality, E, to answer your question, and this is just I'm speaking very, very bluntly at this point. Nobody wants a quitter. How do I know if you're a quitter? I put you in a position where it's easy to quit. And we're gonna see if you quit. And if you quit,
yes. Yes, I
cool, go
understand.
ahead.
But what I'm saying is no one wants a quitter. You're correct.
Mhm.
I do see people go to school, work themselves to pieces and to get their degrees, their credentials, their what their
So
need, and then they go and they apply for positions that are very, very difficult, lots of work, lots of late nights, memorization, understanding of the company, blah, blah, blah. They get those positions, all the things. I mean, they remain with those companies for years on end.
mhm.
Um, without there being these so-called physical, challenges.
No. You just named the physical challenge. You
Okay,
just
so
said they go to school and they work themselves very hard
sure,
to maintain themselves through school. That's a physical challenge.
but these
Now,
are college students.
but everybody ain't doing that though.
Okay,
Everybody not going to school and working hard and working their way through. Some people will go to school and start working their way through and then quit.
sure.
Everybody ain't
Are
finishing that
these
story.
are these meant? If you okay, on the other side of the acceptance, right? You're getting a brotherhood, you're getting a network.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting, I don't know what else, but you're getting a brotherhood, you're getting a network, you're getting connection, things like that. What is like? Is it like the lesson is never quit brotherhood, never quit family? I mean, I know there's some things that are private, but I'm just asking like the
But that
difference between if you were to say, let me do this, let me cut out real quick, let me cut out, right, the idea of an undergrad chapter. And if you can't demonstrate that you can't finish a degree, right, then right, right away, we know you a quitter.
for sure,
Okay, so
for
show
sure,
interest early, and then if you can't finish this, which is rigorous, because for many reasons, right? Even if the
for
program
sure.
is weak, it's rigorous because that's how you treat it, and it's just a living hell in college anyway. So you get through this, and we
Mm-hmm.
say we only have grad chapters. Demonstrate that you're not a quitter first, and then you do that, and then now we want to make sure that you're not, I don't know, something else. I'm just trying to see there are like physical things that are, even if it doesn't go to the point of like killing you, there are like physical things or whatever that are associated with this idea of becoming
For
Greek a
sure,
lot of times. So I'm
for sure.
asking like um what of this, it makes more sense. It makes sense to me, the whole like band thing, because of the idea of them like, yeah, being out in 100 degrees and being treated, all that, and wanting to quit and wanting, because you're out and you're doing this very physical, very everything, whatever,
Can I
and
jump in?
leadership stuff and all of that. So I was wondering.
Can I
Jump in,
jump
Tim,
in
real
as
quick
far as
before I
the
go. Go
band?
ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
The pledge in the band fraternity is different than being a part of the band. All of that heat and all of that physical activity and all that stuff is outside of the band frat.
No, what I was
Now,
saying was it makes sense to me that the band frac would be a nightmare because the
okay,
job you trying to get is a nightmare. That's
yeah,
the point
got it.
I'm making.
Hmm.
Is the job you're trying to get, no
Yeah,
matter what you're on the band, is a
mhm.
nightmare
It's work.
job. It is
It's work.
hard as heck. So I understand. I'm saying on the other side of the hardest heck training for the fraternities, what's on the other side? What's so hard on the other side of that was my question.
So that's a great question. The hard part on the other side is not really physical. The physical
Oh, okay, I
aspect is just
imagine.
to kind of like, kind of push yourself. It's kind of
Sure,
like just training. The hard
sure.
part is not physical on the other side. The hard
I
part,
know.
if I'm gonna be real, the hard part is emotional and it's balance. Because when you come on the other side of it, people create expectations for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do not meet their expectations, they're quick to judge you because of the letters that you claim to wear on your chest.
Mm,
So there's a lot of emotional pressure that can come with it
sure.
if you allow it to.
Okay.
But at the same time though, like it, and this is why the experience is important.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just be real with you, E. Joining a Greek letter organization is not for everybody. And I'm gonna go back to what Tim just said. Everybody in the band is not in the band frat. You're in the band, but there's a certain higher level of dedication and commitment that comes with joining this organization that supports the band. Everybody ain't in it. This ain't for everybody. And I'm just being honest. It's not for everybody. Anybody can do it, but everybody won't. Anybody has the ability to push themselves mentally and physically. Everybody won't. Everybody does not have the capacity to stick through it. I feel like a lot of people will start. They cool with starting because it's the cool thing to do. It's trending. When you buy the weekend Playboy, it's a little different. It's a little different, waking up in the morning and working out. That's what we was doing. When you talk about like being in the basement, quote unquote, with us, we was waking up in the morning and we was working out. It was training.
How about we was working out after band practice?
There you go. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not
and
for
still had
everybody.
a 4:30 a.m. report time for the band trip.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now
And we had to load the buses, and we was the last one off the buses. And I mean,
it's and you know why there's that certain level of physical fortitude, because when you join something like that, you sign yourself up to be a public servant to others. Part of serving is sacrifice.
They already saw because the band is an exclusive group already. We already see the person that you are. You're not going to be able to hide your work ethic from us.
Of course not.
We see who you are. We see if you the report time to the dots was 4:30 and you showed up at 5 o'clock. We see how often you can't make it to the top. Like, bruh, you can't even move.
Come on now.
You can't play.
And when people start when people start coming at you, holding you accountable, screaming at you, if you got a guy that can't make it to the top, and I'm getting you to make it to the top, trying to push yourself, we won't call that hazing. Yeah. That's not hazing.
That's necessary because when we at Washington and we sitting marking time for an hour, and it's 10 degrees outside, and your horn is freezing. This is what you prepare for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or and again, Greek letter, Phi Beta Sigma, not nearly as physical as like the band deal, but a physical aspect would be when there's a tornado that goes through the city, and then you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go clean up, picking up trees and moving stuff to the side. Again, not the same as a band or like football in my retrospect, but there's some type of physical sacrifice that has to be had. And if you're not able to do that, if you're not able to serve, then why would you join a service organization? That's what these Greek-lettered organizations really are. They were created, and all of them stand in the sense of being able to serve the people of the campus and the community. You can't serve the people if you're not willing to wake up in the morning when it needs to be served. If you're trying to do everything when it's convenient, then you ain't trying to serve. You're just trying to wear letters. And the last thing you want to do is allow somebody to infiltrate an organization that's about service and you ain't serving. You just want to wear the letters because it's the cool thing to do.
But see,
and then when you see this denouncing trend, you want to do that too.
Yeah. Because of the other fluff that has been tied to the organization.
Come on now.
And that's why I did not pledge. The first party I went to at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff was an Omega Psi Phi. It was a phone party. All right. If you went to UAPB, you know about them phone parties. Hey,
yes,
listen,
sir.
I was 18. I had to put my eyes on it. Okay. I had to at least go see. So, I see one of the girls, hey, here's the crazy thing. All right.
I don't like it.
We in black and whites all summer. Okay. So we all looking like freshly freed slaves running around in black and whites, looking a hot bubbling mess in the city of Arkansas, city of Pine Bluff, state of Arkansas. So now the first party we get to go to, and all these girls fine. Okay, so I go to this phone party for the Qs or whatever, and it's cool. We start off decent, and then I turn around and this dude got on gold draws, no clothes on, gold draws, gold boots. I'm seeing this man behind. I'm ready to go. Like, this is my first introduction to something, somebody when I was in St. Louis say, they saw I was stepping. Hey, you should become a Q. You should do this. I'm like, okay, let me see what they on.
Yeah, no.
Negative scratch. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like all of that, all the fluff.
That's
a lot of
that's what people be attracted to.
Because we can serve. Let's go plan this charity event. We can do that with the best of them. Let's go feed these families over here. Let's go mentor these kids. Okay, cool. Let's go. But I'm not finna be sitting up here dropping Jaeger bombs with you all day like I don't have nothing else to do in my
Nope.
life.
You
Or
know
like
what I'm
The
saying?
first
Tim,
Tim, the first thing that I
Thank you,
went to
Lord.
when I was in St. Louis, the first greeting I ever attended in St. Louis was a cream party. Kappa Alpha Psi. Them Negroes walked around there with cans of whipped cream.
Yep.
And they was putting it on women
Yep.
and licking it off of them.
Yep.
And then women let them do it and they loved it.
And they love
And I'm
it.
sitting around here like, y'all be letting these folks do that to y'all for real?
I'm gonna.
They taking the can of whipped cream, just spraying it all over their body. And
You
stuff
know,
and
you
licking
know
it
what,
off.
you know what this does for me. Let me tell you what this
Poor
does.
Noah.
This helps me because
Let that boy live his life, okay?
oh, I ain't thinking about
Let
these.
them boys, let them
Let me
boys
tell
live
y'all
their life.
something. Oh, let me tell you how God has blessed me when it comes to my kids. Good or bad, happy or sad. Y'all can be proud or y'all can be completely disappointed. Once they out of here, whatever life they live between them and God, I'm not taking no. Listen to me. I wear no cloaks. I wear no. People come. You see what Miriam doing? I do, and we're fine here. I'm eating and enjoying my life. I do not subscribe. I have been at the church and watched parents come down to the altar, and I mean they are weeping, they are torn to shreds because their identity is wrapped up in the decisions of their offspring. I do not subscribe. I want to say what I was going to say. What this teaches me is gratitude. This teaches me gratitude because before I even hit 10, life was kicking me in my back. I don't need an organization to help me with none of that. I ain't never quit. I'm always taking the hardest road possible. And I think it's because I just never knew it easy. I
Yeah.
never ever do nothing nice and easy. In the words of Tina Turner. I don't know. I don't know what it's like. Okay. So I think sometimes you have this kind of disdain for your upbringing or the stuff you had to go through too young, your childhood, your whatever. I want to say, Lord, I thank you. You wasn't behind it, but you made it work for my good. Because so I didn't need to go out and search for hardship. It lived in the house with me. It lived in the
Mhm.
bed. We shared a bed.
You lived in the hardship.
I was acquainted. Hardship was my best friend.
A woman
I
of sorrow
learned
and acquainted with
I
grief.
learned how to this. I learned how to go hungry, very young. So you ain't getting me with food because I know what it's like to have none. I know what I'm saying. So when people come to me and say, "Let me get some of your values," baby, you got to go where they buy and sell. You can't have it because I
so,
work too hard. I've been through too much. Are you
so
crazy?
go, going from
Maybe I
going
need to
from
teach
the
my kid. I need to put my foot in their back. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put this house on the fast. Yeah, we just not gonna eat. We gotta go eat, and we're gonna go get a few rats and roaches, let them run around here, and then we really gonna start turning things up in here. Y'all got a dishwasher and all this. This is why you go out of here and pay thousands of dollars to get some hair on your chest. I'm gonna do it for you. Let's together. Let me
I,
go back to who I used to be, because that's
I'll
what
go
we need.
I'll go back to
Necessary.
a it was a lesson from one of my TAC officers the second time I went through basic training.
Mm.
And he basically was saying, and I think that to a lesser extent, the Greek organizations have to do the same thing.
Uh-huh.
He said, think of the world and all of the different experiences that exist into it, good
Okay.
and bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of this process, everybody has to have the same level of trust given what the public thinks about you and what your colleagues must expect of you.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to go through a process.
Mm.
Not because we don't trust that because it was in. He was talking to me because I was an athlete, and we were doing in the morning PT, right? And I don't really need morning PT. I mean, I could run forever at that time.
Hmm.
Um, I was pretty fit, so
Sure.
I really wasn't into it. So I wasn't
Sure.
calling cadence. Cadence is when you're running and they're doing them stupid songs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and yeah, I wasn't doing all that. I'll just like wake me up when it's over, right? So he has he has a conversation with me, and he says the reason that you're going through this is not because you're not capable. The reason that you're going through this is because everybody around you hasn't gone through the process that you've gone through prior.
Mm.
So for them, this is their crucible. For you, it's Monday.
It's maintenance.
Right.
It's just like,
It's Monday. But
okay.
that doesn't lessen the significance because
Mm.
and he was a believer at that time. And he knew I was a believer. So
Sure.
we connected. And he was like,
Mhm.
sometimes you go through the process before
Mm.
and then you're in a process again, but it's not because you're the subject, it's because you've been through it before and now you're the light that somebody else sees
Yes, so
that
correct.
tells them that I can get through it. So these processes are what it's supposed to be in these Greek organizations. I would
Yes.
imagine they have a similar um, tacit, if you will, of
Yes.
we want our organization to be lights. We want
Right.
our organization to be examples. We want our
Mm.
organizations to look, feel, and earn a certain amount of public
Yes.
trust in our people, right? Now,
It
Hmm.
depends on what chapter. Okay, we
And
can't
that's
say
why we've
everybody.
been, and
I'm
that's
just,
why,
It
and that's
but
why
depends.
every one of us got hazed in church.
It
it
You know,
depends.
I was
exactly.
in a PAW, PAW, lively stone,
That was a form.
left the center.
That was a
Oh,
form too.
for sure. If you were a leader as a younger person, you got cooked. Your dad fried me every day. You know, sometimes when I look at the way that he treats, he's like acting like, you know how granddads and grandmas are really nice to the
Mhm.
grandkids, and you like, I have never met this person in my life.
Yep.
Like, this is how I am when I sit with your dad. Like,
Yep.
he'll be like, I can't do that. That could break their spirit.
I was
What?
like, but didn't you just do that to me?
Can
Hey,
it?
look, I got stories for days. You
Crazy. You
we can trauma
and
bond.
A
We
man
y'all had
can't
to deal
change.
with that.
we trauma
Y'all
bond.
had
A
But
man
he didn't
can't
really
change.
change.
when
He
your
didn't
What's
really
wrong
daddy
with
change.
told
y'all?
me,
At
we
least in
like a
public.
y'all just like a daughter or son to me. I thought it was really something to I realized y'all was getting cooked over there, and now we
Hey,
in there too. I didn't sign up for that. I wasn't born into this. Why I gotta be
hey,
treated crazy? Hey,
hey,
and now they
we
want
got
us to
stories
go
for
through it
days.
again. Now we going through it again. You
Grow,
right. We gotta
growing
go
up in
through it
my
again.
household, you always
Jesus.
had a story of my father's, let's say, uh,
Oh my God, please, please.
let's
His
say
his rule of life.
his
Please be careful.
enthusiasm.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
say that. His enthusiasm for what he thought you could do, not what you were doing, but
You
what he
are
thought you
not
could do.
wrong. I love the word enthusiasm. It's
Yeah,
that.
it's his enthusiasm. And there was a summer, right, where every day we had to wake up and run around the neighborhood. Am I lying? Okay, all right. We had to run around the neighborhood. And all of us had different paces. So we didn't keep up with each other, but we were running, right? My father, at that time, he had a Mercedes. He had a silver Mercedes.
Yes. When he
He
had that
drove
car,
around.
your father was a terror. I want
he
you to know
drove
I hated seeing that
he
car.
he
I hate
drove around the neighborhood like making sure that we were running around the neighborhood, right? It got so bad that there were certain houses that they saw me running and they would like call out the screen door, "Are you okay?"
Oh my gosh.
I'm not lying. They would call out, "Are you okay? Do you need do you do you need something?" They would do that.
I ain't
they,
never
That's
get
why
that.
you were so
they never got that
physically
call.
fit.
Lee,
ain't
Lee,
never-
your
They called
dad,
out the screen door.
Lee and Zoe, y'all dad. Okay. At 17 years old, Erica Tyus was 19. Your father got upset because an out-of-town preacher came and sang some hymn that my grandmother probably wasn't even born when it came out. I don't even know. And
Yeah.
he was upset that
You didn't know it.
not the musicians, they didn't
didn't
know
know.
it either. But we
Mm-mm.
didn't know it. And so ask me why to this day, it's the bane of my existence. Why to this day, if any hymn is played anywhere or anyone says, "Do you know the name?" or "What's the third verse to your dad made us assemble a binder." And we had to learn every hymn. His premise was the day is coming where we're going back to hymns. And you need to be ready because they're going to be tagging on hymns to these new songs. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And because I couldn't imagine Stump going into, or whatever, "Come now, thou old fount," or whatever. And he made us learn the whole thing. You can't lead anymore. You can't lead until you know this binder full of hymns at 17, alongside my finals and everything else that was important in the world.
What was the hymn that you that was
I
so
do
old?
not see the problem.
What-
Erica.
what
Maybe
hymn
it
you
was
didn't
the way
know?
he said it.
You don't? Why
It's probably
only
just the way
us
he said it.
two? Us two out of all those illiterate people who couldn't even sing
'Cause he ain't had
the
no hope
words
in
to the
them.
song they was given. Why
He ain't
we
had no
gotta
hope in
learn
them.
it?
Right, exactly.
What happened to
So,
it?
There was no hope in
congratulations,
them.
Erica.
They had no
You
hope.
are the person that he believed in.
I never wanted
and
to
his
believe.
belief.
I never signed. That's how I know that you're right, because he thinks you're. Oh, Erica, people are watching you. No, they're not. They're not. I'm a child. They're not
No,
watching
but
me.
Erica, he was
Why
wrong.
aren't they watching
You
these
wrong.
other
They
people?
were
Because
watching
people
you.
were watching you, Erica.
We was
are
watching
wrong.
you.
'Cause
I was
people were
watching you.
You should have been watching me, Tim.
I was
You was a
watching
child.
you.
I was a child.
People were
You
watching
was a
you.
child. I was a child.
If
You
you
should
was a
have been
child,
saying to
then
me.
you was older. You was what, 7 years older than me.
Right.
You
And
wasn't no
So-
child to me.
So, like, to that point, now my father is one of the people, he's a very good example of this, of the people that
Jesus.
you actually got some faith in, like, hey, they could actually do something with their life. You
Mm.
can't treat them like the non-athletic kids that went out for Alfonso's team and be like, we just happy you put on a jersey.
Right.
We just happy that you got it the right
You
way.
showed up today.
You showed up today. You get a medal. You can't treat them the same.
I
So-
will say I will say the gratitude is, yeah. When people do stuff now, their versions of hazing in today's church culture, it's laughable.
Right.
Erica, we want you guys to serve at least 2 Sundays a month, but we don't want you to be burned out. Are you crazy? There was
You
no.
usher till you die.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm
lively
keeping a
stuff.
buck.
What's
When
off
I
Sunday?
married-
Usher till
When
you
I
die.
married my husband, it will be 18 years in 2 weeks. When I married this
At
man,
that plantation.
We would, and you know why? Maybe we was used to it because we had been enslaved in Latin Star for years. And I'm
Dang.
gonna tell you what
That's
happened.
deep.
I'm gonna tell you. One Sunday we were getting dressed, and he had to usher, and I decided to be a kind wife, and I wanted to help him put his pen on. I grabbed that pen of this 28-year-old man and saw the rust on the back of it
Mhm.
and how the front of it said Junior Usher. This nigga had 2 kids at the time. I say, what are we even doing?
Hey, you
What is happening?
He ain't almost dead yet. He's still junior.
He junior. He's still
said, "We're
junior."
gonna if you think quit to this day, you
That's
be like,
crazy.
Tony, this job is real. He say, and I'm gonna be at work. And the next day I'll be at the job, down to the job. This there it's quitting. What is this? So you know what? Parents, if you keep trying to give your kids what you didn't have and don't give them what you did, they gonna spend the money, they gonna go up here and they gonna be and they're gonna get some hair on their chest, they gonna get strong in the organizations. And you gotta let it happen because you didn't do what you doing. And then the other ones that did get raised being hazed, now they got a hankering for it. Lee and Alfonso love Tim. These 3 men, they love the hard way. 75 hard, military, football, anything that causes pain.
They love the hard
They
thing.
got a taste. They
Erica,
have a desire.
you see,
They
no,
have
no, no, no,
a-
no. See, you missed the revelation.
They enjoy. When
You
something gets too
miss-
easy, they feel lost and decrepit. They don't know what to do. Now they have to add some more, give another heaping of hardship.
You missed the
Yes,
revelation.
that's what we need.
After you have suffered a while,
And it's time to suffer some more.
then
You
I
would say
will
that?
establish
You would
you,
say it's time to
and I'll
suffer
make
some
you
more.
as pure gold.
hey,
See what
y'all.
I'm saying?
I've
Hey,
watched
hey.
these 3 men get
I
established 20 different
suffered
times.
behind that board.
Excuse me. I've watched these
I've
3 men
suffered.
get established 20 times. They suffer a while, they get established. On top of the
Then you
establishment,
suffer.
most suffering.
Keep
They
going.
love
That's
it.
the only
They
thing that's
enjoy it.
consistent. It's the
Oh
only
my
suffering is the only thing
Tim.
that's consistent. It's
Tim,
the
you
only
can't have a
thing.
moment of no suffering. You
I can
can't
take
have
a
a couple
moment,
years.
yeah, but see,
When did
I
you
can take
take
a
it?
moment. I
When
did.
did y'all?
Erica, I
When did
gained
anybody
40
here
pounds
take a
after
moment of
I lost
my
80.
Tim, and you worked the whole time. That don't mean you was
And
not
I worked
working.
it back off. Now I'm back at 285.
I'm
and
sorry.
I'm getting further. I'm
Okay, you
getting my
got. We're
250.
gonna. Good job. We're gonna leave here.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yes. Turn it off. I have a question.
sir.
I want each of you for your final word to describe when y'all had some seasons of rest, seasons of non-hardship,
Season of rest.
Lee was doing cool. He decided I need 4 kids like Eric as soon as possible. Bam! He couldn't take it. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. Zoe got married. Marriage is on beast. He say right away, I need some extra hardship. I need a baby stat. I want to know, when did y'all ever just say, let me just not suffer a while? I need a moment, no suffering.
First of all, I'll speak first, and I'll speak
Okay.
solely on the premise of
Okay.
that first kid was not planned. Okay, as much as we love our son,
Listen,
the plan
Zoe,
to wait
it
a
was
year.
a plan. Zoe, it was a plan.
No,
Zoe.
the plan
was
was
God.
to
So
wait
one
a
thing I
year
know
after
about you,
marriage.
Zoe, is anything you don't want to happen, you work like hell to make sure it don't happen.
Listen,
Please
Yeah,
stop.
well, hey, look,
Please
there's only
stop
one way
this.
to make sure that didn't happen, and it ain't that
Many
real to
ways
us.
to make sure it don't
keep
happen.
on shooting. One of them balls gonna go in now.
Okay.
One of them gonna go
I'm
in.
gonna
Doc.
score. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
and
To
we
play
wasn't gonna
football,
stop shooting.
somebody
either.
got to score. Somebody
We
got
wasn't
to
gonna
cross.
stop shooting either. So it is what it is.
Shoot is
It
shoot.
is what it
All right.
is. Shoot or shoot.
We ain't gonna be 0 for nothing.
Right, we ain't right. At the end of the day, we gonna be out there. We gonna get to work, and whatever happened, happened.
The
And
target
shoot,
gonna get
them
hit.
shots,
You hear me?
them shots
What?
went in.
Bow.
You came back with a prize. There you
Bow.
go.
Okay,
So it is what it is.
Tim, I've had plenty.
Bow.
I can't have another bite. Please stop. Okay, so no rest
See-
for the weary here. Lee, your turn. When was your season of non-hardship? I'll wait. Straight out of this stuff in the seminary into a pastoral role, into a bunch of kids. Where is it?
Well, I appreciate
We'll go
your
on. Tim, your turn.
your
What
characterization of the season. However, I think myself, Alfonso, Tim, and a lot of other black men in America will let you know that you won't get a season.
Exactly.
You never gonna get a
It's that.
season.
That's why I want to know
But
why
you
y'all go out searching for him. No. I'm
Searching for
aware.
what?
but
What
see,
you
here's
talking
Y'all
about?
the things
search
that you
for
say.
extra hardship. I
Yeah, but the
watch
things that
y'all.
you say, it's not
It ain't
extra
extra.
hardship. This is
It's
just
just a
life.
part of life.
Like, yeah,
It's just
it
life.
ain't-
Like none of
like-
my 4 kids was planned. None of them. All right.
Your full
And-
accident. See what I'm saying?
It was folk. Look, and
Now look.
we are very good at the activity that produces kids.
I'm
Very
gonna
good.
leave. In the
just
house,
saying.
Chrysler ain't
Move
shut
on,
down
that's
until
it.
they
No.
stop selling cars.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can explain.
What's
right.
your
we can
problem?
we can explain it later. All I'm
Chrysler ain't
saying
shut
is,
down until they stop selling cars. What's your problem?
life happens.
I don't get it.
But what?
I-
Destroying
But what
perfectly
hard-
good manufacturing plants. I don't understand it.
But what hardship does,
I don't.
or
Stop.
what God allows for us, is not seasons of rest, but moments of resolution, to where He'll partner with me to tell me that I'm not alone in this. Like, yes, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I gotta go home, relieve my wife, and then after that, I gotta get ready to go to work the next day. And then after that, because I just left my church job. And then, so all of those things are hard. But guess what? Like, if you look at it on the surface, you're going to wonder how I did it. And I got to answer. It's all God. Like, I got to answer. So you look at hardship, looking at the obstacle, but God allows me to look at the hardship through the opportunity. Like, I can flex on anybody. What I've done for my family,
Yes.
hey, you can write books about it. You can write songs about it. My wife ain't worked
You
since
are writing
2018.
songs. You decided to
Well, I ain't say
season of
about
more
that.
songs
Mm-mm.
while you're raising
Just-
babies.
no, I'm
Let's
just,
record an album.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
but that's God though. That's God. So I'm not seeking out more hardship.
Oh.
Life happens and hardship comes, but God allows us to deal with it in various ways that makes it look like we got the grace for it.
Okay, I got something to say. See what I'm saying? See, listen, the suffering and the hardship, all that stuff gets us closer to God than any other process on this earth.
Mm.
God created the heavens and the earth, and
Yes, he did.
then darkness was on the face of the deep.
It was.
There was chaos. There was suffering. And the Spirit of God was on the face of the waters. He said, "Let there be light."
Yes. Come
So
on.
we're talking about God's creation, then the darkness, then the craziness, then the solution.
Mm.
That is the process of all of life.
And on the seventh day.
Listen, Erica.
Yes,
all I'm saying
yes,
is,
Tim.
I'm not
That's
skipping
how
nothing.
off your radar it was.
I'm not
You
off
couldn't
no
even
radar.
say
I'm saying
he rested.
it was
You
on
couldn't
one.
even
That was one day.
But you didn't even acknowledge it.
I don't have to acknowledge my rest. I'm resting right now.
You acknowledge the Lord's rest.
This podcast
You
is a
didn't acknowledge-
rest.
You say he's good.
I'm resting. As soon as I get done with this, I got work to do.
Oh my
All I'm
Lord,
saying is
Jesus.
this.
He couldn't even say rest. When he tried to say
I don't
rest, he got
need it.
nauseous.
All
That's
I'm saying
okay.
is, I'm
I
saying
saw
I'm
it.
resting
It's
right
okay.
now, Erica. I'm
You're so
chilling. Look at
correct.
me. I'm eating a watermelon. I'm chilling, talking to you. I'm
Okay.
resting.
You're right.
I think
Is
we
that
look
not
at
good
rest
enough for you?
differently
Do I
than we're
have to go?
supposed to.
Do I have to go spend a bunch of money and go to Belize? Would that make you feel better?
I just was looking forward to you to say the rest part because that is part of the story. And I love how you just said you skipped over to say restarted all over. And I said,
Erica,
well, we have just
All I'm
mentioned the
saying
rest.
is,
But when you tried to say
that is
rest,
the part.
you got nauseous, your face frowned up.
I
And
did
it's not
get right.
something
I did
you
get
do.
nauseous.
Just go on.
I'm saying I'm resting now. Okay,
Yeah.
there
And
are
we look at
periods
rest
of
differently.
rest. Yeah, there
We
are
look at-
periods of rest throughout all of the quote unquote suffering that we're going through. There are periods
Okay.
of rest. There are periods
Okay.
of let up. There's all of that stuff. But that, I guess, from our perspective, we don't look at it as suffering. It's just a part of life to get to where we're trying to go. I mean, and it's necessary. And you
those-
find a way to enjoy it. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna hit these 6 miles in the morning, and I'm gonna
You're
enjoy
right.
And
it.
then exactly. So on those times where we are exhausted and we need a
Yes.
rest, we'll lay down, bleed a while. That's a book. Shouts out to Losco.
Yeah.
And then we'll fight some more.
But
So-
but listen to me very carefully. The rest principle isn't resting because you're exhausted. It's resting because you finished something. And you
Mhm.
guys work and you complete things and then you jump right into another thing. And
Right.
all I'm saying is y'all like that. You enjoy it.
But
It's
I-
But I'm
that's
great.
why
saying,
I
who's
feel
to
like-
say that? Who's to say that there was no rest in between one thing or the other?
Because
Do
you
we
just
have to go to
didn't even
Belize?
mention it when you
Do
gave
we have
an
to go to
example.
Bahamas
I
for
didn't
that to be
say-
a
I
rest?
feel like
right?
that's
I didn't
where we
say you had
look
to
at
go
rest
to
differently.
Belize.
Yeah.
I just know every time I talk to one of y'all, you're sweating. You're doing some work. And
Look.
I just wanted to know, do you guys have
We trying to figure out why
time
you
to
not
rest?
sweating. That's what we trying to figure out. What's your
Excuse
problem?
you.
Why you not? Why you not? What's your problem is?
I'd rest plenty. You don't like the kind of
but
rest
we-
I do.
I
That way-
understand.
I
don't wanna hear about the rest.
Well, and if I
Rest
have to
in
explain it to you, I will.
I
'Cause
don't
have
want to hear
plenty
it.
of
You
ways.
want to hear my?
There's
I don't want to.
Okay.
I
All right. I
rest
think
in
this is a good point.
Here we
This is
go.
a great
Say
opportunity
sticks and
to get on the
stones
podcast.
may
I'm
break your
resting. Let me
bones.
see. I was just resting. Ain't even been how many hours?
I don't
since
even
rested?
want Erica.
45 minutes.
Please.
I can't even talk about rest of this
Sticks and
podcast.
No.
stones may break your bones.
This should be this should be called workaholic. Ain't
These
no
words
sticks and stones.
May help you.
Or not.
I see a
Words
little
are not
hand on the
helping me
side.
right
Who
now.
little
That's
hand?
Hannah.
Because
Yeah,
Hannah's
that's
trying
Hannah.
to be.
Yeah, Hannah wants to be in the
Hey,
chat.
Hannah.
Oh my God, she's growing so. Oh
It's
my
Yeah.
God.
bad,
bro,
y'all.
it's
It's
crazy.
bad. Like,
Wow.
How old is she now?
Guys, I'm 15 years old.
no,
Jesus.
you're not. Stop it.
She 15
How
for
old is,
real?
wait.
No,
How old
Hannah's
is
turning
Hannah's
14.
14.
Noah
is.
will turn 15 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So she
Miriam's
14
20.
right now.
She's about to be in October.
Ezra's
She in the
11.
8th grade? She going into the
He's
8th
about
grade?
to be 10.
Ed's
Yes.
about to be
10.
20.
Stop it. In 10 years, guys, I will have a 35-year-old, a 25-year-old, a 24-year-old, and a 20-year-old.
What you talking about rest? You ain't got time to be resting. Let's cherish these days.
I'm working. I've been working.
Yeah, you ain't been
Don't
resting.
worry about how I'm gonna be, how old I'm gonna be.
The sticks and stones may break your bones. These words may help y'all. Hopefully, there was something that you can take from this wonderful 2-hour conversation. If you couldn't get nothing from this, I don't know what to tell you, big dog. You probably just lost. But,
Bet.
hey, we love y'all though, and
Thanks for indulging us.
Get
I
outta
think we
here.
learned a lot today. I definitely learned about. Don't be crazy. I definitely learned a lot about Greek life, and like I said, I've never had a disrespect for it, but I have more of a respect for it. I'll say, and I think
Yeah.
people who are denouncing things, good, and get over there around the other things you denounce.
You know what?
hey,
I'm not.
I said that I was gonna do this before we get off, so I'm gonna be true to my word. So I'm gonna say it again. I am not trying to come against any experience anybody had. Your experience is your experience. Everything that I said as far as my viewpoints when it comes to Greek life is based solely on my experience as an active member of a divine non-Greek organization. So
The
again,
views
your experience
expressed.
is your experience. What you went through is what you went through. That's you. You know, if you went through all these horrible things, my heart goes out to you. I'm just speaking on what I know and my experience and all that other stuff.
Go sit on somebody's
And I-
couch. Y'all
and I
be
take-
good.
And I'm against most of y'all experiences. Most of y'all that's coming out.
And I take
I'm
back what I
against-
said about my watermelon. I'm going to give me some more.
No, he gonna worship watermelon till the Lord comes back. He's going to
Give me
continue to
Tim,
worship
we
the
would
Lord.
have loved to have you.
I take it.
I
Back.
could have had some watermelon here for you.
I want
Okay.
some
Oh,
watermelon
yeah.
so bad.
No, I see. You
Peace,
see
y'all.
when
We
you
about to-
buy,
Careful now.
you.